So let me do the same type of program in NetBeans IDE. Go back to NetBeans IDE. Here I have already done this program, right? Let us begin with index.html. You can create your index.html by right clicking on web pages, new and HTML. Create your HTML file with name index.html. Index.html. Okay, and click on finish. Here you can see the index.html. It is already defined, right? Now I want to take two different parameters in this file. Form action equals to first servlet. The name of first servlet is first servlet and method is post. Okay, now name is equals to input type text. Name is username. I have taken only one field in my index.html. In the document I show you two different text boxes, right? For the sake of simplicity, here I have taken only one. After that, take one submit button. Submit value is go. Okay, now keep the name of our servlet in your mind. First servlet. Okay, we'll define one servlet inside source packages. Right click, new, and click on servlet. Now give the same name to your servlet, first servlet, right, and click on finish. Here already one servlet is already defined with the same name, first servlet.java. Open it. The three packages, java.io, javax.servlet, javax.servlet http. These three packages are required. Public class for servlet extends http servlet. Okay. As I told you that whatever method you are using in your index.html, do post, whatever method you are using, we can use process request method for both the methods. This is common for do get and do post. How that I will explain you later, right? This method also accepts the same object of type http servlet request and of type http servlet response. Now define the content type text/html. Create one object of print writer with name out response.getWriter. String n equals to request.get parameter. Which parameter we want to of which parameter the value of this parameter we want to access here is user name, right? So we'll write the name of that parameter inside the pair of parentheses, request.get parameter username. The value of this parameter will come in n. Now I want to display welcome n, right, on the screen, so that I will write welcome plus n. Now I want to send the same identity to the second servlet page of my site. So as we are using the method URL rewriting, we are rewriting the URL as we have already written this URL in our first page, right? Now again we are writing the same thing in our second page. href second servlet username plus n and click on visit. How we can write? See, this is your URL as I have shown you in the document. We'll write question mark, then parameter equals to the value of this parameter, right? Here value of parameter is already stored in the variable n, so we will concat the value of n over here, bracket over and slash a, out close. Now what is written in the second servlet.java? Second servlet, again we will use the process request method. It has two objects
as a parameter. Number one is request and second is response. Now I think no need to repeat it again, right? Response.getWriter string and request.getParameter uname. Move back to your first servlet.java. Here the name of parameter is uname, and we want to access this value in our second servlet. So here I have used get parameter and uname, right? And with the help of out.print method, I wrote hello plus n. Okay, let us execute this program. For that, right click on program 12, clean and build. Build is successful. Now run your program. Progress bar is going on. It will take bit more time. Here in the index page, we have defined one text box and one submit button. So provide the name I want to give Ankita and click on go button. This value we will get on the first servlet page, right? Welcome Ankita. We got this name with the help of request.getParameter method. Okay, now
This is our link. If you want to visit
on the second page, you can click on this button. This is a link to your second page. As you can see in the bottom line, second servlet question mark uname equals to Ankita. The name of our second servlet is second servlet. We can move to that servlet by clicking on this link.
Let us click on visit link.
Here we are on the second servlet, right? And the username is Ankita. So we got the identity of the same person from index to first servlet and first servlet to second servlet. Same way, you can define the servlet and maintain the same identity for a particular person for the next servlet, right? So this is an example of URL rewriting. If you want to send the same identity on the next page, how you can do this? As we have done in the first servlet page, like the same way,
we'll change the name of servlet. Third servlet, username equals to n
and click on
visit, right?
So same coding you have to define for the third servlet also. Okay, and you can get the
same identity on the third page as well. So try to do it yourself. તમે તમારી જાતે થર્ડ સર્વલેટ ડેવલપ કરજો. કોડ will remain same as I have done in the second servlet, right? second servlet માં મેં જે કરેલું હતું એ સેમ ટુ સેમ કોડિંગ તમારું થર્ડ પેજની અંદર પણ આવશે.
Okay, now the second technique is hidden form field for session management through hidden form field. This is the one of the method for tracking our session.
As the name implies, these are fields added to an HTML form that are not displayed in the client browser.
All of you are very well aware of the hidden fields, right? Of your HTML coding. They are sent back to the server when the form that contains them is submitted. Hidden form fields define a constant variable for a form. To a servlet receiving a submitted form, there is no difference between a hidden field and a visible field. Hidden fields do not affect the appearance of the page that is presented to the user. Instead, they store fixed names and values that are sent unchanged to the server regardless of user input.
Hidden fields are typically used for three purposes. Number one is for tracking session. Number two, hidden fields are used to provide a predefined input to a server-side program when a variety of static HTML pages act as front ends to the same program on the server. And the third one is hidden fields are used to store background information in pages that are dynamically generated.
Here you can see the advantage of hidden form field.
Does not have to depend on the browser whether the cookie is disabled or not,
and inserting a simple HTML input field of type hidden is required. Hence it is very easy to implement.
There are some disadvantages of using this type also.
Extra form submission is required on every page. This is a big overhead. Okay, now let us try to understand through an example
here demonstrating the usage of hidden form field. Name and password, then submit. We will click on the submit button. This will pass the content to the first servlet, then again we will submit, and then that content will be passed to the second one. We'll take the same index.html for our second example also.
Form method is post, action is validate, name and password, these two fields are required, right? Name and password. Then submit button we will place
as we have done in the first example also. Then define the same web XML. The class name is first. The name of this servlet is first. URL pattern is /post. For the second, you have given a name to our class is second, and the name of this class is second, and the URL pattern is also same /second. Welcome file name is index.html. Let us see the coding of first.java. 3 packages are required as usual. We'll take do post method, do get method, or process request method. It is better you take process request method instead of this two, right? As I told you that process request method works with both the methods. Set the content type, then create one object of print writer class using response.getWriter method. Now this part is important for us. We'll get the value of the submitted value from the HTML file using request.getParameter method as we have done in our previous program, right? User, then creating a new hidden form field in our Java coding like this. Out.println, form action equals to second. What we are doing, whatever we have done in our HTML page, index.html, the same coding we are doing in our Java file, right? In Java, you can write your HTML code in out.println method. You can enclose the coding of HTML in out.println method. Okay. Form action equals to second, and we will write out.println. Input type is equals to hidden, as we are doing the hidden method, right? Here we have taken the hidden form field method. So that what you have to do is to create one input type of hidden. The name is user and the value is equals to user, what we are getting in this variable, right? So we can dynamically keep the dynamic value in this field by writing this pattern C. Okay, we are nothing doing, but we are converting just the value of this parameter over here. We want a submit button on our current servlet, so that I will write input type submit and value is submit. So let us execute this program, but before we execute we have to develop this program in NetBeans. Okay, one more servlet is also required, second.java. Let us see the coding before we start doing this program practically. The same code we will implement for the second, class second, extends HTTP servlet. As I told you, we'll take process request method instead of do get. The remaining code will remain the same, right? Getting the parameter from the hidden field, string user request dot get parameter value of user we want in this current page, and then we will print the name of the same person in our second servlet, right? Where the value of user comes, here in the first.java we have kept the name of this field user, and we want to access the value of this field in our second page, as we are dealing with the session tracking approach, right? So that is the purpose, that we want to identify the same person which is sending the request to our server, first servlet, and we want to maintain that identity in our second servlet page also. And these are the techniques we are using for session tracking. Okay, let us switch back to NetBeans. Close all the previous windows. Now next program we will develop. For that we will create index.html. Here you can see the coding. Okay, how to create index.html. It is very easy. Right click on web pages, new, and take HTML file. You will get ready-made code, and some of the code you have to add it yourself. Here the form action, name of servlet is first servlet, method is post, and one text box I took. The name of that text box is username. Whatever the value will be filled by client, we will get that value through request.get parameter in our first servlet page, right? One submit button with the value go. Now create one servlet by right clicking on source packages, new, and servlet. Okay, servlet, click on next, and this will ask for your deployment descriptor. As I told you, you can give the value. Fine. Here you can see that first servlet.java is already defined. Username welcome plus n. Whatever we have done in our document file, same coding is I have done over here also. Welcome plus n. Form action second servlet. Input type is hidden.
name is uname, value is equals to, I want to concat the same value over here. Input type is submit and value is go. The name of second servlet is, okay, define one more servlet by giving the same name. Here it is, second servlet. Same coding we will do. Here we will get the value of uname through request.get parameter, as I have given one comment over here on line number 17, getting the value of hidden field. Okay, request.get parameter. Let us run this program. Enter the name. This is our first page. You can see the address bar, first servlet is showing, right? And there we have developed one button also. See, input type is hidden and we want one submit button. Okay, and welcome plus n means welcome plus name of user, and one button is shown. Click on this link. This button will move on the second servlet page, and in the address bar you can see that uname parameter uname is also passed in the second servlet with its value. Okay, and we got this message, hello Niharika. So this is the second technique of getting value from first page to second and second to third, right? That is called session tracking. We can maintain the identity of user throughout the pages using these techniques. Two more techniques are there. Third one is, the third technique is we are going through hidden form field, then URL rewriting. Third one is cooking, and fourth one is session itself, right? Okay, in the next session we will discuss the remaining two methods, the cookie method and the session method. The purpose of these two methods, again same, for tracking the identity of user, right? We'll discuss and we'll see the example of these two techniques in the next session. Thank you.